Been a while. All right, let's get into it. Today, I come with you a gun review. Wow, first one. So, I actually was debating on doing like this big, really super new one, or this kind. I actually don't know when it came out, but it's new to me. So, you know, actually sold a Baba Yaga to buy this one. The Baba Yaga, not sure if I used it in any videos, but I did have it for quite a while. I had it for 6 months, actually. That's not stupid long, but it just wasn't what I hoped it would be. You know, I thought it was going to be like this end-all be-all of Hi-Capas, but it was just kind of mid at best. I mean, don't get me wrong, it performed great out of a box. I got the green gas model and it was fine, but this video is not about that because it's gone. I know who has it. I talked to him, but like, it's not in my possession anymore, so sucks. What I've got for you today is the AWCustom HX1003. Now, I don't know what the retail value on e-Vike is, but I bought it at my field for $179.99, or no, just $179. You know, it's still a pretty nice, I mean, like, it looks great, but out of a box, right? And I have used it a lot. So out of the box, you get this cardboard tray with the gun and the magazine. The gun and the magazine both do come wrapped in plastic. So I did actually go through the effort to find the AWCustom magazine with the red gasket on top. And the gun itself, we're going to set to the side for a minute. It does come with an orange tip out of a box. However, I removed mine because I do enjoy it, and I also enjoy being sneaky in the bushes. So you might have seen me pull out another thing here. It comes with an RMR plate, which is actually completely unexpected. I've never bought an AWCustom before. I didn't expect it to come with one. I knew it had an RMR cut in it, but I didn't know like it came with a plate, which is fucking wild. So obviously comes with one magazine. I have green gas magazines, even though I live in a cold area, and it is cold right now, so when we do the chrono, take it with a grain of salt. But here's the gun. We're going to work our way from the muzzle and what was the federally mandated orange tip back, right? So we do have our muzzle. There are no threads inside this outer barrel, which is fine, whatever, I can tap it. But if you are looking for something to put a tracer on, this is not it. So it's got that nice green fiber optic sight. I'm flagging you, oh no. But that nice green fiber optic front sight. A cool, I don't know what to call it, but it looks fucking cool. All the way back the top of a slide to your orange fiber optic rear sights. Let me see if I can line that up for you. There we go. So that's what your sight picture looks like. It's actually really easy to line up. And this nice bronze-ish, I don't know what to call it. It's kind of a bronze, kind of a copper, like in between sort of feel. It's got a nice finish. It's, I believe it says anodized, and it also has your 45 marking up on the top. Yeah. And now, the thing that initially brought me to the gun is, oh, my M4, my HPA system, I have the EMG like buffer tube, and I've got the same color, so I was like, ooh, color matching guns, haha. But then when I picked it up and I racked the slide, and it did that. Now it's got this split slide, which is fucking awesome. It looks really cool, and I know that a lot of techs hate working on that. Personally, I don't enjoy doing it either, because if I need to replace the barrel, I have to find a whole replacement for the whole thing. That's a bigger can of worms that I'm not going to get into. But it still does take down really easily, and I just think that that looks dope. Here's it from the other side. So there's that. it comes back really clean too. Yeah, it's cool. You've got, of course, your ambidextrous safety paddle here and your grip safety, your beaver tail, if you will, along with a trigger and your hammer. The trigger, not flat. I've got no idea where my camera is. All right, the trigger's not flat, but it does have some nice grip rounding on it. I do prefer a rounded trigger. Your hammer does go forward with the trigger pull like it's supposed to. So what I like to do is I like to feel it out. It's a very short trigger pull with no follow, like there's no back play at all. And then I rack the slide while holding the trigger down. And I release until you hear like a click. Now, it's so short that like you don't hear the click. Like all the trigger moves is that. I don't know what that is. I think it's like maybe a 1/4 inch, but it's actually really short. And I know a lot of Hicapa builders will be like, oh, mine's only like 1/16 of an inch, but like this is out of the box. Out of the box, it performs and runs great. The only issue that I had is, ironically, the first time I actually needed to use it, my rifle ran out of ammo. So I drew this out of my holster. It was racked already. I shot the first round, the slide went back and locked on a full magazine. Now, I didn't have the magazine that came with it in. I've not had any issues with this magazine. I had some WeTech magazines at the time, and I'm thinking I'm going to buy some AWCustom magazines. So that'll be easier to figure out any problems. You do have a flared magwell, which could use some sanding along the edges here. That's got a little lip there. No lip in the back though, and this is always going to be there, that little crescent. So, and it does seem pretty easy to pull the flared magwell off. I'm not going to do it because I don't, want to, but it is actually a very high quality build. Now, I've oiled mine. I wish I would have gotten a video of it when it came out of a box and I opened it up. We're going to open it up now. And I do usually need a tool for this because I'm stupid. Okay. So, I've got shit fingers, so I usually have a tool for this. But takes down the same as any other Hicapa 1911. And, I actually need to oil this again. But, see in there, it actually has all of the AWCustom stuff. The hop-up is adjustable, of course. And it's actually rather easy to take down. Now, because of the way it is, it's kind of finicky. You've got to kind of fidget with it a little bit. And I would completely dismantle this, but I don't have that kind of time today. I've already spent quite a bit of time on this. So, and see, up here, it was just really well oiled when it came out of a box. So I didn't actually have to put any oil in my hammer at all yet. I have oiled pretty much every other part of it. So it does go back nicely as well. But you don't really care about like how it looks. I mean, I'm sure some of you do, but it's just another Hicapa. I mean, there's not much else to put it. It's more of, so AWCustom kind of copy and paste all of their internals with just different slides and grips and everything. And it's cool. It's got kind of like lacerations here, but that's pretty standard. I've found it's actually a lot easier to grab the fucking iron sight to rack it than it is to like grab at the lacerations or the rest of a slide. So I normally just grab the back here. with the iron sight, and I know I'm not supposed to, but I do it anyways. Purists are going to come after me for that, whatever. This is a very nice gun. It complements my HPA system very well. I don't have a tap for this yet, but I will be doing that, and I will have some gameplay of it. But let's see it shoot. So, eye pros on. I did notice something with this magazine, actually. I don't know where the microphone is on this phone, but it is leaking. So that's something to watch out for. Don't have it fully loaded because I don't know where my speed loader is. Got it loaded with some Elite Force 0.28 gram BBs. And we've got my super scientific shooting range. It's a block of glue that I took from work. I guess we'll just get started. Now, I'm not sure if you can see it, but probably 6 feet away. I can go a little farther. I actually will, just to show you that this thing is accurate at range. But I just shot a BB with a BB. So, before we get into pretty much anything crazy or like farther away, I am going to chrono it and get a joule reading for you guys. Let me just exit here. All right, so you can see we've got that set to 0.28 grams. We'll do the first one. .266.9. Yep, there it is. Slide locked back for no apparent reason. And that one was at 267.2. Gone again. You're gonna have to take my word on some of these readings. 262.3. Once again, gone. It's measuring the feet per second that I move it through the fucking air. Wild. I need a new chronograph. 265 at 0.9 joules. And 263 at 0.9 joules again. So, it's a pretty good gun for outdoors. I mean, indoors it'll be just fine with the green gas. I don't have any CO2 mags, but when I do, I will post an update video. It looks like I got a few shots left. So, I'll wipe off the glue. I'll set up the camera a little bit closer to it so you can see the accuracy on it. I'm not the greatest shot, but I like to pretend I'm pretty good. And we'll just see what happens. All right, so camera's a little closer. This is gonna be the face that I'm shooting at. Take these BBs off. That's why I like it. Usually they stick and I just pull them right off. So, we'll shoot it from garage door. Looks 15, 20 feet. I don't know, I'll get my tape measure out and I will measure it for you real quick. So it is 15 feet, give or take a few inches. It did kind of sag in the middle, but not too much. So it's about 15 feet from here to the garage door, which was behind me in the earlier shots. I'm gonna shoot. So, got a pretty good grouping with our last 9 BBs. After I shot this one, I was aiming at that one for most of the last few. So that should be the first one. I believe it is. However, something strange happened. It didn't lock. You can see our magazine is empty. And it's not locking. I'll even point it over here. There it is out of juice. So that's your grouping, about 15 feet. It's not deadly accurate, but it is accurate enough. I choose to believe that this is a bit smaller than person sized, as I am a person, and it's a bit smaller than me. So 15 feet away, you should be using your pistol closer than that, actually. So if you can't fucking hit it, it's probably your fault. I'm not going to be nice to either the guns or you in my reviews. However, that's all the objective stuff I can offer. I've thrown in my own personal opinion here and there, but we'll get into a personal bit of it, because this is actually a very interesting thing for me. So, my personal opinion of this gun. I like it. I'm not like fucking in love with it. If I saw another HI-Capa that was cooler, or, like performed better, or like, those rainbow Speedsoft builds with like the fucking rainbow aluminum? Saw one of those on Hop Up the other day for like $1,200. I was considering buying it and getting rid of this. Like, it's not something that you'll get attached to per se, unless you like really love the split slide design and the color scheme and everything. That's the crack of the table. Like, it's not perfect by any means. You clearly saw that it was cycling fully after the magazine was empty, which it does have a follower to mitigate that, and I'll actually see if it does it. If it pushes up the slide lock. No, it doesn't even push the slide lock, and this is the AWCustom magazine. So I will double check to make sure I didn't break anything on it, and if I did, I will like post something fucking on Instagram probably about it. But like, it's not the most beautiful gun in the world. I mean, it's pretty, don't get me wrong. It's not everything I hoped it would be when I bought it. Like, it came with a little flyer in here that told you to basically use the QR code. The QR code's on the box to get your owner's manual and everything, which I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, it cuts down on waste, which is cool and all. I'm a big fan of the environment, but it's not like fucking, I like to have paper manuals. Like, I bought a new gun at the Tarkov event, which if you follow my Instagram, you've seen pictures of, but you didn't see pictures of me with the gun for a reason. That's going to be revealed later. I did post pictures of this alongside my M4 on my Instagram as well, or just one picture. But you can go look at that if you want. It does kind of show how the color schemes match. I don't know. I'll post some more pictures. I'll put some pictures here and there and there, and I don't know, maybe I'll do that in editing. But it's nothing special. That's essentially what it boils down to. It's tried and true HI-Capa formula. You saw in my shooting demo that it locked back when it wasn't supposed to. You've seen just now in also the shooting demo that it didn't lock back when it was supposed to. It's and I don't know if I have a faulty model, but this is the model that I purchased. This made it to consumers, because I'm not sponsored by them in any way. I'm a consumer of their product. So it's not a special gun. However, if you do like it, and you're not so worried about it locking back randomly, or like not locking back, go ahead, buy it. It's audibly different, and you'll notice a different feel when you're not shooting anything anymore. Other gas blowback users can. So it's audibly different, like when you're not shooting anything anymore, and it's kind of got a different feel. There's not as much pressure in the barrel, so it doesn't like kick as hard. It kicks a little softer. I've kind of felt. Some people may not feel that. I don't know. I can feel when it's out of ammo. I can fucking feel it with my HPA when it's out of ammo. It's fucking weird. It also makes a different sound. The HPA does, so does this. But it is tried and true Hi-Capa. It will perform when you need it to perform. Just be careful, I guess, because it does, like I said, randomly lock back. It did it like 3 times on like an 80-degree day. There was no excuse for it to do it, because like fucking green gas performs primo at 80 degrees. So there's my review of the AWCustom HX1003. It says right there on the box. Right there. Yeah. I don't know if the video is going to be mirrored or not, but I will try to change that. I'll try to change it. I'll put some text on screen if I fixed it or not. But, you know, it shoots. It hits the target. I should actually I should print out targets and kind of tape them to the glue for the next one. That's kind of an oversight on my side, but I'm not changing it now. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I have to go. It's Magic Night. And Johnny, we'll see him very soon. Maybe in the next review of his gas blowback UMP 45 that he got secondhand. Or maybe in the review of his now Polar Star Fusion engine. Or you'll see him in the review of my Redline Milsim N7 Gen 2. Or N7V2. It's my HPA system. It's semi-only. It's cool. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Maybe with Johnny.